Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraful anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahabihi ajma'in. Rabbana amanna faghfir lana warhamna wa anta khairur rahimin. Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana ba'da iz hadaytana wa hab lana min ladunka rahma innaka antal wahhab. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafiya wa rizqan tayyaba wa amanan mutakabbala. Rabbana itmin lana nuran waghfir lana innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Rabbana zidna ilman ajmain inshallah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatum min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Brother and sister, this is Brother Asif Mihradi class for Sunday, July the 30th, 2023. My name is Nisar Sheikh, and inshallah we will continue analyzing the Surah Al-Fajr, which is 89 Surah in Al-Quran. And inshallah we will proceed from Surah 7 onwards. But before we go to the analysis of this ayah, let's very quickly revise at least the meaning of the ayahs so we have a continuity of the surah. So, Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. So, wal Fajr means by the Fajr prayer or by the dawn break. Wal layalin ashrin, and the 10 nights. Washafa, wal witr, and the even and the odd. Wal laylu is a yasar, and the night when it passes away. Hal fi zalika kasmun lillazi hijr. Is there not an oath in this for one who understands? Come back. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. This is actually the jawabu qasam coming, which came in the ayah number 1. And at that time I mentioned either the jawab could be or ayah number 6 or later on, I think the ayah number, I believe 17 or 40, ayah 14, I believe. So we will see inshallah when it comes. So, Alam tara kaifa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad. Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with the people of Ad? And now we could start from here, inshallah. It's called Irama Zatil Imad. Now, what is Irama? Brother and sister, let me just expand this further a little bit. Irma Zatif. Irma is, Dr. Yakut explained there, Atfu Bayan li Ad. It is basically connected with the Ad. And, and it is because Ad is Majruran. Remember we said the Ad. So Ad is Majruran. So therefore, when it is connected with the Ad is also Majruran. However, the Alamat Jarra in Ad is Fatah. Why? It came in the avad of kasra. Because the ad has a kasra. Ad has a kasra. So it should be kasra, but it is showing the fatah. Why, brother and sister? Because it is mamnu min sarf. Lil ilmiyati was all tanisi. Okay. So, brother and sister, if you recall, I think when Brother Asim Ali explaining the book 3, he mentioned in the chapter, I believe it's 33, the different reasons of a noun of moribism to become a diptode or mamnu basarf. Some places I try to simplify it with very simple here, if I can take a couple of minutes to explain you. Because this is important, it's coming 2-3 times, Mamnu Misarf in this whole surah. And so basically, Mamnu Misarf, or the diptode, is a morib noun. Morib noun, which does not accept a tanween, like Ibrahimu, Fatmatu, Alhamru, Masajidu, Zumalu. And it is basically have two types. There is no tanween for only one reason. For certain diptode, there is only one reason it will not accept the tanween. And for certain morib noun, it has to be two reasons for being a diptode. Okay. When it comes to no tanween for only one reason, you have basically two things. One is tanisi, alifo tanisi, like marada, dunya, fatawa, you see alif tanisi, right? Or it could be al-jama'u muntahai, plural of the pattern on the basis of, or is called the ultimate plural on the pattern of mafail or mafailu. If you recall last time, I think when we do an ayah number, I believe is number 2, and where the lialun word came. Remember, at the time we mentioned, because it is mamnu masarf, because it jamai muntihai. Let's quickly look at it. Oh, sorry. Let me go here. If you recall here, let me go so that it'll become very clear for everybody. Yes, right here. Okay, lialun. Remember, we said here, this lialun here, lialun, is mamnu masarf on a siga of mumtahai jamui, like this is masajidu, fanakidu, madarisu, right? It has only one reason, so it can go from dhamma to fatah only, but will not go through kasra, decline. So it would be mansuban by fatah and majruran by fatah, both. Okay. So, but it has only one reason. However, the ayah which we are studying right now, ayah number 7, yes, ayah number 7, the word which came, irama. Irama is mamnu masarf for two reasons. It is for two reasons. Mamnu masarf for two reasons. And if you go back to the table here, if I revise it, there are for two reasons. For two reasons, the verb should be that it has to be a proper noun plus something else. Proper noun, it could be a feminine with that, or it could be ajmi, non-Arab noun, or it could be extra aleph, and so forth, so forth. We're not going to go in detail, inshallah. But as these words keep on coming, we will, I think, inshallah, revise ourselves. We say, in this particular case, the irama is mamnu masarf because of two reasons. One is a proper noun, and also is a tanis, okay, femininity. Okay, irama is a feminine. So it a two reason is mamnu masarf. Now, who are irama? Irama, Dr. Yaqut is defining that wahuwa isani bi'innahum adin ula kadimat. It is a declaration that they are the first ancient Ad. They are the first ancient Ad. Okay. Or he said, or baladtuhum wa adatuhum allati kanu fiha ayyu bi'adin ahlu Iran. So it has to be ahlu Iran. Okay. Means that. So now if I can write down, if you look at the dictionary, brothers and sisters, they will tell you some dictionary that Iram has two things. Number one, it is the name of a capital city. Name of the capital city of people of Ad. Okay. Or Dr. Yaqut is saying, Ayya bi Adil Ahli Iram. Who are the Ahli Iram? Ahli Iram is saying, if you go look through carefully, these are the descendant of Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam in progeny came Sam, his son Sam, and from Sam it comes to Iram. So you can write down Iram bin Sam bin Nu al-Islam. Okay. So it could be the generation came from the Hazrat Nuh al-Islam to Sam, and from Sam to Aram. So these are the people. And also, Dr. Yaqub is mentioning that here is madaf, Aram madaf is mezuf. What is Aram madaf? Is ahlun. Ahlu, ahlun, ahlu, irama. Ahlu, irama. So we can write down here just for our things. So we say ahlu. Irama. So the hell of Ahlu Iram. Okay. And it is mudaf, and Iram is here is mudafi ilahi. Okay. Iram here is mudafi ilahi. Okay. So Dr. Yaqut has mentioned that either is a declaration that they are the first ancient Ad, or they are the people and their land and the town where they live in. These are the people Ahl Iram. Okay. Or came from the Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, from the Sam, and from Sam to Iran. Okay, so this is what it comes to. Okay. Now, what is Zat? Zat is a Naat, Sifahula, Naat li Iran. Okay. It's a Majruran, Alamat Jarra is Kasra. Right here you can see the Kasra. And it's also a Mudaf. Right? What is a Mudaf ilahi? Al-Ibaf. Al-Imad. Al-Imad is Mudaf ilahi, Majrurun. Alamat Jarra is this Kasratul Akhri. Okay. Or Zahira, as you can see apparently you can see the Kasra there. Okay. So what is Amad? Amad came from the root word Ain, Mim, Dal. Amada, Yamidu, Amdan. Means to support or to prop. Amadun came here. Amadun is basically a singular collective noun, means columns, pillars, lofty structure. They all come Amadun. And its Amadun is again the same, is lofty building supported by columns. Lofty building supported by columns. Okay. Right? So basically, Irama Zatil Imad. Now, Dr. Yaqub is further explaining that Zatul Imad is basically Ismu Lil Madinati. Means that's the name of the city. Like we said in the beginning, that is the capital of the people of Ad, capital city of the people of Ad. Okay. And they say, Innahum Kanu Ahlil Amadun wa Khayamul Rabi. It is said that they are purposeful people who lived in the tents in the spring. In the springtime, they live in a tents. Okay. And Faiza Hajun Nabtu Waraju ila Manazim. You see, when the foliage or the vegetation, etc., they run rod. Hajun is rampant rod. Okay. Haju, they return to their homes. Rajul and Manazim. And then say Kanat Madinatun Mahkmatun Zatil Amadatil Tavilun Muhammad. I did simple translation for you. You guys take a screenshot, etc. So you don't have to look through heavily. So these explanation is important, brother and sister. So whatever Dr. Sulaiman Yaqub is saying, I'm trying to translate them. My apologies if I make a mistake there, because it's not very easy to translate Arabic for the non-Arab people, because there are a lot of phrases has been used in there which your dictionary will not tell you. Dictionary can only tell you the meaning. So you have to have about meaning, approximately meaning. I try to figure it out. And the meaning is that it is said, Wakila, Kanat Madinatu, their city was a court with a long carved column. Long carved column, okay, or lofty building supported by column. Okay. So let's go what we learn in terms of Arab, and then we do the meaning, So I'll just say Arab is Atfu Bayan. We already read that. And it is Majrurun Li'ad and is Atfu Jarra. This is Majrurun and alamate jarra is fatah, al-fatati. Why? Because it's mamnu min as-sarf. Okay, so it is mamnu min as-sarf. That's why it's majrurun with a fatah. And zat is not li irama, and is majrurun, and alamat jarra is kasra. We can see here, right? And imad is at wahua mudaf, sorry. This is also mudaf, and this is mudafi ilahi. If you take a Yakut, other thing, he also mentioned that if you put the ahlum, which is mudaf, is a mazuf, this mudaf, sorry, this is a mudaf, which is mazuf, and iram then become mudaf ilahi. Okay? And amad is mudaf ilahi, which is majrurun, and alamat jarra is kasratu zahira. Okay? So very simple. So now let's do the translation of ourselves, and then we see how we do. So Iram is Aram, the same people name. Iram. Zatil Imad. Zatil, Namazu, Za. See, Zatil, because Irama is Tanis, feminine. So this Za becomes Zati, right? Because to be the femininity. Okay? So this become with the or with owner of, sorry, not the, with owner of, okay, or with imad, which is, we already translated that, the lofty structures or columns. Okay, the people of the Iran with the lofty structure. Remember before he came in? Alam tara kaifa fa'ala rabbuka ibad. Have you not seen how you dealt with the ad? And then we're defining who's the ad. They are Aram with the owner of the lofty structure. These are the people with the they are ahlu, they ahlu Aram with the people with the lofty structures. Okay, and the I think the translation for our the people is here. I put it. Clear Quran mentioned the people of Iran with their great statures. The people of Iran with their great statures. Zatil Imad, great statures. Okay. Dr. Mohrali mentioned of Iran, owners of the column. Zatil Imad. See, Dr. Mohrali always make a English translation very, very close to whatever Arabic word has been used. And our clear Quran does a little bit more tafsiri calculations, so it becomes easy to understand. Our sister Iman Torres says, of the city of Aram with tall pillars. City of Aram with tall pillars. Remember, I mentioned here, there could be two reasons. It's the name of the capital city of that, which is city of Aram, or it could be the people descendant from Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam through Hazrat Sam. Okay, I think we have done this, alhamdulillah. So let's move to the second one. Allati lam yukhluq misluha fil bilad. Allati lam yukhlaq misluha fil bilad. Now, allati, this is very simple actually. Allati is ismu mawsul. Mabni ala sukoon. See, there's always sukoon here. Okay, I wrote down this sukoon here. Maybe I should make it a little bit bigger. There's a sukoon here. Oh, sorry. Okay. Which we don't write. Mabni ala sukoon. Fi mahalli jarrin. Sifa Saniya. Remember last time the Sifa number 1 came, Zat. Zat is Sifa number 1, Firam. And Allati now came as a Sifa number 2. Naat for Naat Iram. Okay. Allati Isma Mausul. Now, brother and sister, when the Isma Mausul comes, you know that following that, whatever sentence is coming, they become Silatul Mausul. Okay. So we will look at it. So Lam is harfun nafiyun, wa jazmun, wa kalbin. Nafiyun, wa jazmin, wa kalbin, mabni ala sukoon. There's always sukoon Allah. Okay, we study this very simple. Yukhlaku, what is yukhlaku? Fi'l madariyun, mabni lil majhool. You can see the started with the mab. Okay, mabni lil majhool, and it is majzoomun. Why? Because of the lam. Lam, we said, is jasmin, right? So it has to be. It makes the following verb adariya as majzoom. And alamat jazm is jazma is sukoon. We can see the sukoon in the top of it. Yukhlak. Okay. Now what is yukhlak? Now yukhlak is root words of kha, lam, ka, and it came. Sorry, here let me correct it. This is yes, should be fatha there. Khalaka, yakhluku, khalkan is the master. Khalaka, yakhluku, khalkan from Bab Nasra. Right? So it means to create, to bring into being. To create, to bring into being. Its noun from it is khulkun. Quite often used with manners, habits, custom, character. Natural exposition is called kum. This is extra word. You know, I thought we use it quite often, so I thought I should put it here. It came from the same thing. But yakhluka here came in because it is madi majhul. So the meaning we have to do the same way, right? So rather having a to create, it should be was created. Because of the majhul, it would be was created. Ma'loom word is to create. Majhul was created. Okay, we go to the next one. I hope it's clear, very simple. Alhamdulillah. Next word is misluha. Excuse me. What is misluha? Since the majhul fail came in, madariya majhul came in, so the next noun which is coming for that, marfu noun, has to be naifile. And this is what happened here. Okay. So we have mislun and plus ha. Okay. So mislun here is naifile. Mislun is naifile. And of course in marfuun, and alamita rafa is dhamma. Right? Dhamma is top of it, right? Right here. Dhamma. Right? And ha here, this ha here is damir muttasil mabni ala sukoon fi mahalli jarrin mudaf ilahi. So there's mudaf and mudaf ilahi. Okay. But this sentence now together, this naifile, the jumla mil fail plus naifile is la mahalla min an arab is I do the circle like la mahalla min an arab. Why? Because it is sillatul mausul. Remember I said sillatul mausul. It is and what type of sillatul mausul would be? It would be ismi, because allazi came, which is ism mawsul. It's an ism. If you started with the harf, then like an, it would be sillatul mawsulu al-harfi. So let's do here something. So we do this. So the sentence here from here is become sillatul mawsul after allazi, right? Allati. Okay. So and he said, what is misloha means? Ayyib is mislul ad. Okay. So now next one. Next word we go through. Let me just Fi is harf jar, very easy. Fi harf jar, mabni ala sukun is always sukun here. Al bilad. What is bilad? Al bilad. Al bilad is because of the fi. This is ism become ism majroor bi fi. And this jaru majroor together now. This jaru majroor together. It is by ism yukhlaku. It is for dalil mutalik bil ism yukhlaku, which came here, right? Yukhlaku misluha fil bilad. Okay, so jar, we remember we learned in the very first analysis we have it. I mentioned the jar majroor always mutalik something. Okay, they could be mutalik many ways. Sometimes they mutalik certain thing with mahzoob, something they mutalik something which you can see, and here in case a mutalik will fail hatariya, right? So fail balad. So this is the thing. Now Dr. Yaqub is explaining this a little bit further, which I did quite a work on that thing, try to understand what he's trying to explain this as to us, or he's trying to explain further thing. But I think before we do that, let's do the translation, okay? Because then this is going to make more sense once we go to translation. So in summary, what we write down here, let's increase so everybody can see that and also become more clear. So I get my pen. So what is allati? Allati we know ismun mawsul. Brother and sister, you should also try now. Okay, remember we do all the analysis in detail, and then we go up and try to see what we learn. If we don't do that, then we get always depending upon looking at the book. Alhamdulillah. Sorry, my throat was a bit dry, so I had to take a sip of water. So if you start after looking at the Yaqut detailed analysis, we can try to see if we can summarize very quickly. So this is a good exercise in hope that in few years' time, alhamdulillah, all of us should be able to do without looking at Dr. Yaqut. So Ismu Masul, Mabni ala Sukun, there's always Sukun on here. Okay. Mabni ala Sukun, and this is, we agree, this is Fi Mahalli Jarrin, and it is a Naat number 2 of Irama. Naat number 2, the people of Irama. Okay. Lam is Harf Nafi. Everybody should remember now, Harf Nafi, wa Jazmin, wa Kalbin. Okay. And that means it's changed the tense of the verb. Yokhluku, we said Madariyan, Marfoon, and Alamed Rafa is, sorry, pardon me, Alam came, right? Sorry, Madariyan, Majzumun. You see what happened? you know, sometimes. So Madariyun, and this is Majzumun, and Alamet Jazm is thing, and also this Mabni Lil Majhul. Mabni Lil Majhul. Okay, and Alamet Jazm is is sukoon here. This is just sukoon. Correct? Madhariye majzumun mabni lil majhul. Okay. And misluha. And before we go forward, remember allati came, so we can write down from here whatever will come is whatever jumla comes in. So it will be this is because it's majhul word came in, so would be the file plus naif file. I just in a short file plus naif file is la mahalla min al-i'rab. It becomes silatul mawsul. Sure. Okay. Now, misluha. What is misluha? Mislu, we said here is naif file. And this will be marfu'un. And alamat rafa is dammatul zahira. Right? And it is also wahuwa mudaf. And brother sister, this ha here is, I'm not going to write it because I think by now you surely know, is a damire muttasilun mabni ala fata fi mahalli jarrin mudaf ilahi. Damire muttasilun mabni ala damire muttasilun mabni ala sukun fi mahalli jarrin mudaf ilahi. This is mabni sukun fi mahalli mudaf ilahi. And fi is harf jarrin. Change the color. مبني على سكون. البلاد اسم مجرور. علامة جرة كسرة sorry. And this جار ومجرور is متعلق بالفعل يخلق. Okay. So this is very easy for us. So now alhamdulillah we were able to do that. Now we do the translation. We already look at the meanings of the words and see the first word is allati. Allati, the one which. Remember allati, why allati came, brother and sister? Because it's a female. Irama. Remember, it's a naat of Irama. Irama is tatanisi. Right? So rather than allazi, become allati. So the one which lam is not yukhlaq. Remember we agreed was created. This is majhul. Misl is like, the like of it. Is ha here, right? Like of it. Fi in al-balad, the land. Okay. Okay, in the land. So it's so easy, you know. So we say the one there was not made like of them. Okay, like Iram is the people. They were not created anything like that. Okay, so that's what basically our translation say. So if you look at the authentic translation, let's go to authentic translation. I'm going to copy and paste for you guys, so become a little bit easier. There we go. Okay. Clear Quran is saying, clear Quran translation, unmatched in any other land. Iram, which is unmatched in any other land. Remember, Allati is the naat of Iram. So Iram is the people, the people of Riyadh, they are unmatched in any other land. They was very unique. Muhammad Ali Johar, Dr. Muhammad Ali said, which there was not made like of them. Which there was not made, which is yukhlaq, not made, misluha, like of them. Okay. Right? Nothing like it was made, Inam Torres, Nothing like it was made in all the other cities. Nothing like it was made in all the other cities. Allati, sorry, referring to all the other city. Okay. So this is the Iman Tourist. Okay. So this simple, very, very simple thing actually. Now let's see what Dr. Yaqub is trying to tell us further. Okay. So he is saying here, I think, Yukhluka, he's defining here, the same thing other people are defining, this Yukhluka. What is this? Fi bilad, right? Say, what this basically means. So he's saying, al-maine, you know, lam yukhlika mislu tilka kabilati fil tulu wa shaddu wa qawwatu. He did not create such a tribe, tall, forceful, and powerful. He did not create. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not created any tribe which is tall, forceful, powerful before this. Okay, so that's what basically mean. So that's what those things. Okay. وَقَانَ الرَّجْلُ مِنْهُ يَقْتِي صَخْرَةَ الْعَزِيمَةِ. And among them were the people who can pick up a big stone. Sokhratil azimati, a big stones. They can pick up a big stone. They're very, very powerful. Okay. And fihamaha fi latiyaha alal hayy fai halakum. Okay. And carry them and throw them on the living and kill them. Carry them and throw them on the living, alahiyil, and fala yahlakum. They kill them. So they die. Fa. Okay. And then say there's a lot of other words. Basically, they're saying, let me just read the translation for the sake of time, and you guys can have the copy of this and the thing, and you could look through how the words has been translated. As I mentioned before, brother and sister, that I'm not a scholar. I'm just a student like you guys. I have to consult a lot of dictionaries, try to find the meaning of the word has been used by Dr. Yaqut. And it is approximately meaning I have translated here, or Ram Yakluka Mr. Madina Shadida. Okay. So what is mean? So he say, or he did not create a city, Shaddad, this Shaddadam, okay? And say, Raviyu inna kana libadibana, it was narrated that the Ad has two sons. The Ad has Ibnanun, two sons. Liad has Tabanun, two sons. And Huma Fasaba Zikr Jannati has two sons, namely Shaddad and Shadid. Shaddad and Shadid. Shaddad and Shadid. He has two sons. Okay. And then he said, Shaddad and Shadid. And he reigned over it. I think there was something missing here. So he reigned. Yeah. Okay. Then he reigned over it and conquered. Mulkan for Mulkan wa Kaharatun. He reigned over it and conquered. Summa Mata Shadid, then the Shadid died. Okay. And then following him, so he reigned over it and conquered, then the Shadid died, and the matter was concluded or settled, and the Shadid ruled over the empire. So this was basically Bas Allah Ta'ala Sigatul Sama'at Walukaha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent them a shout from the heaven and destroyed it. All this nation was destroyed. Okay. So this is what Dr. Yaqut was trying to tell them, who these people were and how powerful they were there, and they have and so forth. So who ruled them, etc. There were two sons, and one of the sons died, and the Shadid took over the reign, and then he conquered surrounding, and then that Shadid died, and the matter was settled in the favor of the other. Okay, and he ruled. So this is basically Dr. Yaqut is trying to explain. Okay. Now next ayah, inshallah, we go to وَالثَّمُودَ الَّذِينَ جَابُوا الصَّخْرَ بِالْوَادِ وَالثَّمُودَ الَّذِينَ جَابُوا الصَّخْرَ بِالْوَادِ. Okay, what is smooth now? Waw is harf ataf. Waw is harf ataf. Mabni ala fatah. You can see the fatah here. Right? وَالثَّمُودَ ismu matuf ala ad. Why? Because here. So this is matuf ala ad. And this is majrurun because ad was majrur. Majrurun. Wa alamat jarra is fatah. Alamat jarra is fatah. Why? See, that's why I went through the table before. The reason it was why, alamat jarra is fatah, because it is mamnu masarf ilmiyati wa tanisi. Two reasons, as we mentioned. As we saw the reason for the irama. Okay. So they have the same thing. They are proper nouns and they are feminine nouns. So there are two reasons therefore. So they say fahuwa ismun likabilahi. So therefore it is the ism is the noun of a kabila or tribe. Samud is basically a particular tribe. And if I gave a reference here, if anybody want to look at it a little bit more in detail, even though I made a very simple chart for you guys to explain, this is basically a Medina book, book number 1, page 56, or book 3, page 150 to 151. In these pages, you can see the details of your table of the Mamnu Musaf, not the table, description of the Mamnu Musafs, that they use one reason why they are mamnu masarf or require two reasons to become mamnu masarf. And that's we explain, okay? Allazina, we already know, which is ismu mausul, mabni ala fatah, this is always fatah here, fi mahalli jarrin, sifatul masul. This is basically a sifa, not of Samud. So we write down, so just to make it really not. Natun. Okay. Allazina become Natun Samud. Jabu, what is Jabu? Jabu is a fi'l madin. Fi'l madin mabni ala damma. This is the marhid here. Fi'l madin mabni ala damma. And this waw here, let me just underline this waw. This waw. This waw. This waw is waw al-jamati. Damir muttasil mabni ala sakoon. There's a sakoon always top of the waw. Mabni ala sakoon. Fi mahali rafin is the file. Waw is the file. Okay. And this jumla, min fail of file, let me write down, min fail plus file is what's going to be. Isla mahalla min Arab. It has no Arab, no place in the Arab. Why? Because this is Sillatul Masul now. And it is Sillatul Masul. Okay. Now, brother and sister, what is Jabu? Okay. The word is Jaba, Jim, Waw, Ba, Jaba, root words, Jim, Waw, Ba, Jaba, Yajubu, Bab, Nasra. Okay. Came from Bab, Nasra, Yajubu, and Juban is the masdar. Meaning, Jaba means to travel, to wander, to roam, to pierce, to cut through, to penetrate. Okay. To cut through, to penetrate. Okay. So either can be meaning very, very easily apply here, or carved, to travel, to wander, to roam, to pierce, to cut through, to penetrate, to carve. Let me write down here, to carve. Okay. Right. So allazina jabu, those who carved. Sakhra. What is sakhra? Now we have a fail here. We have a fail and file, and there is the mafule bahi. Then let's come a mafule bahi, mansuban name. Mafule bahi mansuban. Oh, sorry. There we go. If you notice, once a while I start writing the all haraka for you to aid it. But alhamdulillah, we request you, like Brother Asif always asks you guys, that when you're home, try to start writing the harakas yourself, so you become really, really strong in those in the grammar rules. Okay. So it's a mafule bahi mansubun, and why is mansubun is a fatah here, right? Fatah. So asakhran bil wad. Okay. Here we have two words, brother and sister. Let me just give me a minute for me. We have ba. Let me just not too big, so full screen here. We have two words here, ba and wad. Ba is harf jar, mabni ala kasra. This is always kasra on the ba, right? Al-wad is a majroor bilwa, bebaya, walamet jara, kasratul, muqaddara lil sakli ala yau mezufati. Ala yau mezufati, because it is basically a wadi. Okay. So, wow mezufati. Okay. This ya here. Okay. This ya. Okay. This ya is mezuf, and because you cannot, is difficulty in a pronunciation. So it's muqaddara, is estimated. You can, okay. وَجَارُ مَجْرُورٌ مُتَعَلِّقٌ بِمَحْذُوفٍ حَالٍ بِن صَخْرَةٍ. This jar majroor now, this become hal sakh. Okay, hali sakh. Now what is bilwad? Bilwad basically is wadin. It's a mankus word, right? Wadin. But if you want to add with that alif lam to make it lam tarif, it become al wadiun, and then this will come back. Ya will come back. Okay, this is fundamental movement. Okay, and its plural is awdiyatun. Awdiyatun. Okay, sorry, back. Yeah, awdiyatun is plural. It means valley, water, channel, riverbed. Valley, water, channel, riverbed. But the mankus word, when it becomes wadin, so actually when you bring the alif lam with that, the ya come back. Okay, so become wadiyun. Okay, right. So bilwad. Now the Dr. Yaqub is trying to explain what is Jabul Sakhratin means. What is Jabul Sakhratin means? Yeah. Yakalu, it is said, Jabal Sakhrat. He explored the rock. Okay. Or he carved the rock. I think Jabu can be carved also. He carved the rock. Ayyu nakbuha. Or it dig or excavated. They dig or excavated. Wakad kanu yarhatunul jabalu wayakabunnuha. And they used to carve the mountain and excavate them, the people. Okay. Right? And then we yaj'aluna tilkal and kabu bayutan, and make it excavated houses to live in. Yaskununa fiha, to live in there. To live in. Yaskununa fiha. Wadihum huwal hijra. And their valley is the stone. Awadiul Korala Tariqul Shami Madina Manawara. The valley of the village is the road from Syria to the Medina Manawara. Syria to the Medina Manawara. The Dr. Yaqub is trying to explain what is basically meant, what is said about the Jabul Sakhra. What is said by the Jabul Sakhra. Okay. So let's go to our very quickly. We do our summary very quickly. Just to do not spend too much time, but again we have to learn what we learned from the Dr. Yaqub. So wow is now I'm going to make a little bit short form. Wow is ataf, and is mabni ala fatah. Pardon my writing very quickly, so I just want to save some time. And samud is ismu matuf. It is majrurun. It is majrurun. And alamat jarra is fatah. Alamat jarra is fatah. Why? Because it's mamnu masarf. And mamnu masarf for two reasons. Ilmiya is a proper noun and it is a female. Okay, samud. Allazina ismu mausul. Ismu mausul mabni ala fatah. There's always fatah here. You can see mabni ala fatah. And it is now fi mahalli jarrin. Why? Because samud is majrurun. I should write down here majrurun. Or you can also use a term. There is a term which again they will say lafzan mansubun mahlan majrurun. Lafzan mansubun mahlan majrurun. Fi mahalli jarrin. Okay. And it is not, and because it is a naat of samud. Okay. Jabu is madin. Fi'l madin mabni ala damma. You can see the damma here. Fi'l madin mabni ala damma. And the waw here is basically file. And this is damir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahalli rafin file. Okay. Fi mahalli rafin file. Okay. As-sakhra is, since now you have a fail, and you have a file together. Now the maf'ul bihi is comes al-sakhra, the mansuban ism following the fail. So ism maf'ul bihi. Mansuban and alamat is fatat zahra. Okay. Bilwad is easy, jaro majrur. This is harf jar, this is ism majrur, right? And why? Here is, if you recall, we said it's a majrur, alamat jarra is kasra, right? Kasra to muqaddara lil sakli ala ya. There is a ya here with a kasra, so it was removed the thing, okay? Which call al wadi. Remember, if I write down here, it should be al wadi. So this kasra is mazub. So this is gone, and that's what call, okay? So, and this is jaru majroor. Mutalik bimazuf, and this is hal of minsakh. Okay. Now we can do very easily translation. This is a very simple sentence anyway. You say and, wow is and, samud, tamud, allazi, now who, or the one who's, jabu, remember we said jaba jabu, it could be carving, to carve, or to think carved. Sakhara is the rock. We did before, so we didn't do this time. Sakhara, the rock. And Bilwad is in the valley. Okay. So let's see that if did we do Sakhara? Let's see. I think I may have, no. I think we did. No. So I may have forgot to mention it actually, that it's called Sakhrun is generic name. There's no verbal root for this. This is important. I think that's why I remember now. I forgot to tell you. This is generic name and Sakhra. which is mean rock or rocks. Okay, rock or rocks. Okay. And here I say also I give you a little bit more input about the jabu. We say jaba, yujubu, jaban. Form 4 also comes in, which used quite a bit in our Medina books. It's called ajabu, yajibu, ajabatun, to answer, to reply. Istajaba is form 10, to respond, to obey. And if you put lam with that, to answer a prayer. Remember, very common use. And jawabun, we always know the word jawabun. It came from the same word. Okay, it came from the same root. Jawabun or jawatun is answer. Answer to something. Okay. So let's go back to translation here. And the Thamud who carved the rocks in the valley. Look at the authentic translation. What the authentic translation says, clear Quran said, and Thamud who carved their homes into the rocks in the stone valley. They carved their homes into the rock in the stone valley. Okay, there's a stone valley, and they what they did, they carved their homes inside it. Okay, wasamud allazi jabun sakhrul bilwad. Dr. Mohar Ali said, and the Thamud who hewed the rock in the valley. Okay. And Iman Torres, and with the people of the Samud, who carved out huge rock in the valley. And to make it for what for? And that's the one which clear Quran has tafsir, their homes into the rock. Okay. وَسُمُودَ الَّذِينَ جَابُوا الصَّخْرَ بِالْوَادِ. This is Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, we did ayah number 9. So I think we already covered this thing, right? I think we covered it. Yeah, they used to carve the mountain and excavate them, and that's what he mentioned in the translation, and the big their homes in there, Right. The next one is وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ. وَفِرْعَوْنَ ذِي الْأَوْتَادِ. Okay. So now you can see easily. I think we didn't do the last time, but again, this is a harf. Sorry, that not use the palm here. I will use this. This is the waw is a harf. Fir'aun is a ism. Z is a ism. It is ism. Okay, you can see very easily. Fir'aun. So I think yeah. Let's do something here, because otherwise we won't be able to do. Okay, so we do the class. I'll just erase it, so we can practice ourselves. Okay. Fir'aun is al-waw wataf. Al-waw wataf mabni ala fatah. Right, fatah is here. Or Fir'aun is ismu matuf ala ad. This is matuf ala ad. I will write this short form. Matuf ad. Matuf ala ad. وفرعون اسم معطوف على عاد مجرور واللامة جرة is fatah. The لامة جرة is fatah. Again, the reason I showed you the table there, because there are so many mamnu masraf coming in. Now there's a third reason, by the way. I'm going to make next time when you show it, I'm going to make a table and see what word came and how many reasons was it there. But you can look at it here that the last one was, if you recall, majrur lama jarra al fatah. Lainnahu mamnu masarf. Okay. Now, when we say majrurun wal lamat jarra is fatah, we should also write down audan mil kasra in the place of kasra. Okay. Lainnahu, because they are mamnu masarf, and reasoning for this is different now the previous one. Remember, we say la alaminia and tanis, but here is ajmiya, is a foreign word, is Ajmi, is non-Arab. Okay, the Almiya or Ajmiya. So there is again two reasons. Last time was Almiya, Alamiya, Alam, and Tanis, Irama. Here, Alam and Ajam. And this is the reason of Fir'aun is diptoed, which is now majrurun, but is alamatu jarra is actually fatah. Alamatu jarra is fatah abadan min kasra, in the place of kasra. I hope it's become very clear now. Alhamdulillah. I'm sorry if I had repeated so many times. But again, once you get this thing, you will get perfect. We just look at it, we say, ah, mashallah, we can see, alhamdulillah, we can see that why the reason of this is. Okay. Zuzazi again came in, is a feminine, zizi, it is sifa. It is sifa li Fir'aun. ومجرور علامة جرى الفتاة المقدرة. علامة جرى الفتاة المقدرة, and it's also is not. Okay. لأنه من اسمه ستة. لأنه اسمه ستة. Remember we mentioned last time there's an asma khamsa. There are five nouns. This is Z was one of them. Okay, because they are Zu, Zazi, they are majrurun with ya, right? And is also mudaf. Remember, Zu always come. Zu or thing is always come as a mudaf. So we write down actually to just make it clear. It's all wahuwa mudaf. Okay. Now mudaf came. The following word is mudaf ilahi, right? What is mudaf ilahi? Or tad. Or tad. Which is mudaf ilahi. And it is majrurun. Alamat jarra is kasra here. Okay. Alamat jarra is kasra. And I, Fir'aun zil janudul lazina lahum khayamul kasirati yashiddunaha bil otad. Okay. Meaning of that thing is, zil otad is, that is Fir'aun with soldiers who have many tents, soldiers who have janud, soldiers who have lahum many tents, kasiran, many tents. Okay. Shaddunuha bil otad, lighten them with stick, tighten them, tight, T-I-G-H-T, tighten them with stick, with poles. Okay. So that means zil, otad, and that's the reason why this they call it defining it. That is yeah, now okay. So the remaining, I just wrote down here some of the Sister Iman Toris has defined it, zil otad, and we can go through this thing, mashallah. This literary says Roha, which is Pharaoh, Lord of the stakes or the 10 pegs. Lord of the stakes or the 10 pegs. This phrase has been explained as referring to either the Great Pyramids and the Egyptian temples with tall columns, or as this is Pharaoh used to kill people by putting sharp stake through them. Putting sharp. So he said the reason the Lotard mentioned here is it could be they are referring to the people of the Great Pyramid, the Egypt, with the tall pillars, temples with the tall columns, etc., or the Pharaoh because he used to kill people by this stake. So that's why Zil Otad. This is Iman Torres. Torres has explained this one. So I thought I should copy that and write it down for you guys to make it easy. So let's do quickly summary. What we learn here, Waw is Ataf, Mabni ala Fatah, which is here. Fir'aun is Ismu Matuf, ala Ad. All of them is ala Ad. Remember Ad, the Ad, they came in first, okay. And this is Majrurun, because Ad was Majrur, right? But here Alamate Jarra is Fatah, because Fatati, oh, sorry, let me clearly write. Al Fatati, okay. And why? because it's Usmaul Khamsati. I'm not going to write that thing. And plus it is Mudaf. We already know the reason, okay? Plus it is a Mudaf. And sorry, pardon me, what I'm saying. What I'm saying. It is Majrur because it is Fir'aun, because it is Mamnu Masarf. Right? Because it is Majrur al-Fatati, because it is Mamnu Masarf, and it is why it is Alamun and Ajamun, foreign name. Okay, there's two reasons. Z here not, as we stated before, right? Not li Fir'aun, not of Fir'aun. I circle here. It is Majrurun with ya. Remember, Zu is marfu'un with waw, and it is mansubun with alif, and majrurun with ya. Those are the qualities of a small khamsati or sittati. Okay, and this one also is wahuwa mudaf. Zu is always come as a mudaf, and its ad is mudaf ilahi, and this should be majrurun, and alamat jarra is kasratu sahiba. Okay, and the translation is simple. And say, and Fir'aun, let's do ourselves, and Fir'aun, Z is owner of the sticks. Okay. And this is very simple. I don't think we have to look at it, but if you look at it, it's exactly what to say. Clear Quran say, and the Pura of the mighty structures. Pura of the mighty structure. Remember the footnote when we say it could be referring to those temples with the long pillars in Egypt. Okay. And Muhammad Ali, Dr. Mohar Ali mentioned, and Fir'aun, the owner of the stacks, the owner of the stacks. Iman Torres, and with Pura, the mighty. We just make it, this thing is the mighty. And the Fir'aun, the mighty. Okay. It may be, remember mentioned, there are so many phrases, the Lotad may be mighty. It could be a phrase, an Arabic phrase, use the mighty. Okay. But I think if you look at it, the way we talked about Balad before the eye came in, and we talk about the lofty Bilwad, the lofty structures and so forth, then I think it makes sense that it should be the mighty structures, or the buildings with the high pillars and stakes. Okay. Now we go to the now I think the thing which we did in the otad, just pick it up. The word, I think root word from there, where the word came from, is those of you who takes a complete notes. I went through quite a bit trouble to go through all the words which came in and have the root words and how they belong in the conjugation, called watada. And yatidu is bab daraba, and waddan is the pasdar. And from the noun from here is watidun or watadun, or otadun is jama, called stack or pegs, pillars, stack, peg, pillars. Okay. So this is the word came here. I think just let's go to the next ayah, inshallah. So just give me 1 minute, please, to sip of water. Excuse me. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الذين طغوا في البلاد. الذين طغوا في البلاد. I think my apologies. I think I should not have this thing. I don't know what happened. So I think somehow it get copied from my master note. So allazina, we did many times. So ism mawsul is very easy, right? Allazina here came in two reasons. It has a two reason. One, first of all, is ism mawsul mabni ala fatah. Ism mawsul mabni ala fatah. Now it's fi mahalli. Now we have to figure out fi mahalli nasbin or fi mahalli rafin. So now there are two ways to do it. Okay, two ways to do it. Okay, number one is nasbun ala zom. Okay, ayya azummu lazina tahu. Okay, so in this case, is going to become so this become nasban ala zumu, right? And if you have a nasbun, then it is fi mahalli jarrin naat. Fi mahalli jarrin naat. Naat for who? Right? Fi mahalli jarrin naat. Okay. Now, or number two would be is a rafan is a khabar li mubtada mazuf. It is fi mahalli rafin. Khabrun, it is a khabar fi mahalli rafin li mubtada mazuf. Which mubtada mazuf? So they're explaining ayyuhum allazina tahu. So mubtada mazuf should be ayyuhum, right? So hum allazina. So we can write down here. We can, if we accept that thing, we can write down here hum. You see, brother and sister, previously we said wafir'ano zil otad. Now we're saying allazina taghu fil balad, right? So it could be not of those people, or it could be the khabar of mubtada. If you make it a full sentence, hum allazina, this will become mubtada, and this become khabar, right? But if you do not include the hum here, then allazina become not or whatever said before. Okay, not of the coming back. Remember, not different nas. So then become female. Then it become female nasbin. Become female just okay. Then become female nasbin. Okay, not okay. Okay, so either way, it could be not of those people, Adun, Samudun, or Fironun. Remember, in the beginning, first came the Ad, then came the Samud, then came the Firon. So we are having Allati came, we said not at the time. So it could be, number one, it could be not, female, it must be not of that. But if you have a Mubtada Mazuf, take a stand from Mubtada Mazuf, which is hum al-lazina, then it become a allazina become a khabar of mubtada hum. Okay, so that's it. And of course, when the allazina come in, there's always sillat mawsul. Okay, now allazina tahu. What is tahu? Tahu is fi'l madin mabni la damma muqaddara lil tazuri sorry lit tazuri. Okay. Okay, how? Because if you do that, if you look through carefully, so you can say, I think there I may have made a mistake. Yeah, it could be other one also, but I'm going to correct it here. Okay, let's take a simpler one. We say taga. Brother and sister, this word come in both ways. Twa fatah, gha fatah, ya fatah, or twa gha kasra and ya kasra. Okay, but here I think simpler way we will take it bab bab fatah. Then I'm going to change this thing here. So we say bab fatah yat Gha is a bab. Taga, yataga, tagan, toga. Tagan, tagyan. Okay, either way. So the meaning of this word means to exceed the proper bounds, to exceed the proper bound, or to excessive, to be rough, to overflow. You know, those people who are Urdu speaking, actually, they call there is a Toghyani in the river, you know, so they were really overflowed. So this word came from similar thing. Okay. So this is a taghuz fi'l madi mabni la damma muqaddara lil ta'zuri. Liz ta'zuri, and that is because of the ya here, okay? Because the ya. Okay. And this what happened here. If you try to analyze it, so we can do like this. We say tagha wa right? Tagha, and then you put waw jamati with that, right? So this will come out. Okay. And this become taghaw like this. Okay. Okay. So that's what taghaw came in. Okay. And this is a waw jamati. So let me take this. So this waw is waw jamati. Okay. So because of the difficulty in pronunciation, the dhamma is ala alif mazufati, which is alif maksura mazufati. It should be dhamma here. This has become mazuf. Okay. A waw jamati, which is now file, and it is la mahalla min al-arab because of sillatul mawsul. I already wrote down anything after comes in is sillatul mawsul. Okay. Okay. So far so good. So we say allazi, either say allazina taghu or we say hum allazina taghu fil bilad. Fi is harf jarrin mabni ala sukoon. There's always sukoon here. Harf jarrin mabni ala sukoon. Al bilad is ismu majrurun after fi. Ismu majrurun. Walamat jarra is kasra here. وجار ومجرور متعلق بالفعل في تغو. جار ومجرور متعلق بفعل تغو. This is متعلق بالفعل تغو. Okay. Right? And then Dr. Suleiman Yaqut is further explaining that thing, tagu, meaning tagu fil baladillati kanu yaskununaha. Ay tagaw fil baladillati kanu yaskununaha. They transgress in the city they lived in. They transgressed in the cities they lived in. Okay. They live in. Okay. So let's quickly do here. I think here is a two, as we already discussed. Al-lazina would be not. First of all, is ismu masul. Let's write down ismu masul. Yeah, fi mahalli. What? What? Number one, it should be fi mahalli jarrin. Or maybe make it simple. I will put down whom here first. No, I think let's continue because allati we said the same thing. So we will continue, I think. So this spell fi mahalli. So it's fi mahalli jarrin, not, right? Not of who? Not of Ad, right? Now we can add number of other things. Now Ad, Samud, or Firaun, okay? Either one, basically. Go back to the first one. Okay. Fi Mehri Nath, right? And Nath of Ad, Stamud, Firon, so forth. Okay. Or number two, it is the khabar, which is marfuun, and alamat rafa would be khabar marfuun li mubtada mahzuf. Okay. And this is tadbirahu hum. So we can have a hum here. This is the second option. So al-lazi can stand in a sentence in two ways. Taghu is madi. Madin and alamate mabni ala damma to muqaddara. Okay, where is the damma to muqaddara should be on that. Okay, we will write on damma to muqaddara, which is mahzuf, and this wow here is file, and we say just to save the time, we will say what is wow? Wow zamir muttasil mabni ala sukun fi mahalli rafin file. Okay. And allazina came here, right? So from the word here, so onwards, this become sillatul mausul al-ismi. Okay. Okay. Now fi is harfu jar, mabni ala sukun. Al-bilad is ism majroor. See, brother, it's very easy to do Arab, alhamdulillah. Alamat jarra is kasratul zahira, this thing. Okay. So let's do the meaning. Meaning very, very easy. Allazina, they are the ones who. If there's allazi, we say they are allazi, we say one, and allazina, they are plural ones. They are the one who transgressed. Tahu. Remember, we have a ta, transgressed in balad, the land. I think, did we do the balad here, I think, or or we didn't do it. I think we did, okay. This word came that was saying, maybe you forgot. So let's go through. It is balada, yabludu, and baludan. Okay. This is Bab Nasra. To remain, to dwell in a place, or to stay. To remain, to dwell in a place, to stay. So noun is baladun, or baladun is plural, which came here. Okay. Baladun or baladun plural. Means the city, town, land, village, province, number of things. District, territory, any portion of the earth is balad. Okay. Any portion of the earth is balad. So be here, the easiest thing to use is the land. I think I will mark it here. Okay, so those do this, I do this and do this, and we say we're using the word the land. Okay, and that's what use the meaning we put here. So what is the authentic translation for our alims? Yeah, we just cut and paste. There we go. Let me just copy it here. I'm doing it to make your notes complete actually. So we already did the translation nicely. So this will make your notes complete. So let me fully screen this like we already do, so everybody can see it nicely. So the authentic translation with the other people, ulama, clear Quran say, they all transgressed throughout the land. They all transgressed throughout the land. Allazina, they all transgressed through the land. Dr. Mohar Ali, all who transgressed in the lands. Remember, balad is my mistake. I should say lands here is a plural, right? Plural. Baladun or baladun. Okay, is balad is a plural. And Iman Torres, Sister Iman Torres say, who all rebelled. So, sorry. She said, who all rebelled against Allah in this land. Now, she added this thing for all to understand very easily. They all transgressed throughout the land. So, meaning that who all rebelled, who are they? Ad, Samud, and Pharaoh, the Qawms of Ad, Samud, and Pharaoh, they all rebelled against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the lands they occupy. In the lands they occupy. They all take it, the lands they occupy. I think, brother and sister, we have, I believe, a little bit more time. So I think we should do one more ayah and then we stop. I see, yeah. I think the simple one, small one, so I think we should be able to finish it. I don't want to go beyond hour and a half as our Ustad has instructed me. So again, it's my mistake here. Let me remove this so it become easy for you guys. Okay. So next ayah 11, ayah 12, alhamdulillah. Ayah 12 is فَأَكْثَرُ فِيهَا الْفَسَادِ وَأَكْثَرُ فِيهَا الْفَسَادِ. Now we say that. We already know the fa, the fa is harf, and then aksaru is a fail, and then we have a fiha is jaru majroor, al fasad is ism, right? So it's just very, alhamdulillah, become very easy now. Even for a few weeks time, and alhamdulillah, we at least we recognize our harufs. Okay. What is for aksaru? This fa is artifa. This fa is fa artifa. And this is Mabni ala Fatah. It's missing there because Dr. Yaqut is trying to make it very simple once we go forward. Okay, but I wrote it down for you there. Alpha is we should say alpha, harfu ataf, Mabni ala Fatah. This would be the nice way to put it. Wa aksaru is a fail madin, Mabni ala Dhamma. We can always see the Dhamma here. Okay. Wa Waul Jamati, we know that this is Waul Jamati here, yeah, which is now file. Where Jamati is file. Wa Jumla, fail of file. This is fail and this is file. Wa Jumla, fail of file. La mahala min al-i'rab, matuf ila sillatul mawsul. It is matuf with the original allazina. Remember this allazina? Yeah? Sillatul mawsul. Is matuf ila sillatul mawsul. So it is la mahalla min al-i'rab. Now again, I wrote down for you guys which is Dr. Yaqut has not mentioned completely. So the waw is the mere muttasil, mabni ala sakun, fi mahalli rafin, fa'il. The mere muttasil, mabni ala sakun, fi mahalli rafin, fa'il. Okay, fa'aksaru. And what is fa'aksaru? Okay, we know it's the madi. Aksaru is a madi. So the root word are from kaf, sa, ra. Okay. And its form verb is basically is from Bab Kurma. Okay, Bab Kurma. I think I made a mistake here. It should be Bab Kurma because you can see the ma here. Okay, so Bab Kurma. So it will be Kasaru. Where's my pen go? Here. Kasaru, Yaksuru, Kasru. Kasaru, Yaksuru, right? So I will Just to make it correct, I will write down here kurma. Bab karuma. Okay. So meaning here, form 1 is to be much, to be multiplied, to be multiplied, to be much. Form 4 which came here is form 4 which came here in aksaru, yaksiru, iksaran. It's form 4 to mean to increase, to do much, to do constantly, to do frequently, constantly and frequently. Form 4 added that thing, to do something much, constantly and frequently. So that is aksaru, form 4. So I will write down here, this is form 4. And of course, ataf and this fail, right? And then you're saying this is silatul mausul. Just continue. Okay. Fiha, fi is harf jar, mabni ala sukun. I added there. Fiha, jaro majroor, right? Fi is harf jar, mabni ala sukun. Or ha here is the mere muttasil, mabni ala sukun, fi mahalli jarrin with fi, right? But this jaro majroor is mutalik bil fi'l aksaru. Okay, so we write down here this jaro majroor, which is this, is mutalik bil fi'l aksaru. Okay, right? Then al fasad. Fiha al fasad. Now, file came, mabni al damma. Madi came, the fail come and file came, and now al fasad is because of the thing, it looked mafule bahi. Here is fasad mafule bahi. Mafule bahi mansubun, walamat nasba al fatah is, you can see zahira, meaning al fasadu bil kufr, meaning corruption through infidelity. Al fasadu bil kufr. Wa masi Allahu ta'ala, insubordination or rebellion against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wajawru alal ibadi, and injustice against his servant. So that means that basically al-fasad means, okay. That is the people who are spreading the corruption through infidelity and their rebellion against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and committed injustice against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala servant or ibadat. Okay. So let's go do the summary here before we conclude. Now, fa is harf ataf. Harf atfun, mabni ala fata. Aksru is form 4, madin, file madin, mabni ala damma. You see damma. And the waw, you see that, al waw. I'm now going to write totally the mere muttasil, mabni ala sukun. Maybe you should hear the mere muttasilun mere muttasilun mabni ala sukun and fi mahalli rafin now, because this has to be file, right? And this become file. And I do this. Okay. Fiha jaro majroor. Jaro majroorun. I just wrote the short form. Muta'alliq bil fi'l aksar. Very simple, right? And we came here, file, fail plus file here, and this is become maf'ul bihi. And it should be mansubun, and alamat nafa is fatat zahira, right? And if we do translation, we already done the word aksru, and you see, and they increase or they spread constantly. Remember we said constantly, so we said around, and they remember last time allazina comes, so therefore I do, and they, wow is referring to them, they increased or spread the increase or spread constantly what? They spread for constantly in it, in the land, fasad, the corruption. Say they constantly spread the corruption in the lands. Remember, we say bilads in their lands. Okay, right. So let's look at their authentic translation. I think we go here quickly. Okay. So clear Quran is saying spreading much corruption there. Spreading much corruption. Remember, you have to go through allazina taghu fil bilad. Allazina taghu fil farad fa aksaru fiha al fasad. So you're talking about the same thing, okay? Allazina taghu fil farad. They are the one who's transgressed in the world and they spread corruption in it. Okay, they transgress in the world, in the lands, and they spread corruption in it. So Dr. Kiria Quran is saying spreading much corruption in there, and Dr. Mohar Ali, and made excessive therein the mischief, facade in mischief, corruption. And Sister Iman Doris is an added corruption to corruption. See, remember constantly adding corruption to corruption. But it's a very, very simple thing, because if you relate to the previous brother and sister, become very easy, right? And the Fir'aun, and with the Fir'aun the mighty, they are the ones who transgressed in the lands, and they spread in it corruption constantly. Okay? Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I hope you guys understand very nicely so far. So let's do the offer dua. I think it's about hour and a half. We already passed the time. So inshallah, but I would advise you, brother and sister, that I'm just a student like you. I'm trying to help analysis and help you guys all um, to simplify the analysis of the ayahs. We study together. Alhamdulillah, we learn together. My apologies for the senior people who knows, mashallah, quite a bit grammar, that I go very fundamental, because at the same time, our Ustad has mentioned to me that in our groups there are people who are the beginners or the early stages of their understanding. So therefore, I go a little bit in deep to explain that thing. And even though our senior people, a lot of rules and regulation, sometimes we forget. For example, today we talked about mamnu masarf, and I mentioned that the murab noun can be mamnu masarf for two reasons. And one could be only one reason, and one you have to have two reasons. And then we went through slightly, and we have some examples. I'm going to make a table next time all 3 or 4 words which we so far studied, and we can look at them. There is some of the word has only one reason, the other words has the 2 reasons. Okay. And as we go forward, I have already made the table for you guys. Inshallah, I'm not going to share right now, but I will share in the future when we learn a little bit more. I have simplified the entire rules of the Mamnu Musaf for our class, for our understanding, for our group. Alhamdulillah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your sacrifice of time to study and understand the Quranic Arabic language as a good deed in your scale of hasanat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and your spouses and your children with excellent health. May He bless you all in your jobs, in your businesses, in your careers, in your professions, and in the education of your children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all strong memory and deep knowledge of Arabic and its understanding and the depth of the message of the Quran, so that we can all feel the miracle of Quran in our hearts. Ya Rabbal Alameen, enlighten our hearts and our families with the light of the Quran and instill this light in our children. Ameen. Ya Rabbal Alameen, keep us all safe and protect from the evil of this virus and all the natural disasters going around us in the Muslim Ummah all over the world and anywhere they may be. Ya Muqallibul Qulubi, Sabbit Qulubina ala dinika. Rabbana la tu'akhiz qulubina. بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Again, brother and sister, I seek your forgiveness and forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I made any mistakes, please forgive me. See you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.